Hey guys, it's Chris here from The Ultimate Recycler. Welcome to the channel. I realised just recently that it's been over 2 years since I've done a channel update, so time for an update. We also have some unfortunate news to talk about, but I thought for anyone new here, and there's a lot joining recently, I thought I should do an update video. My last one was, as I said, over 2 years ago, and that was to celebrate 10,000 subscribers. I'm nearly at 30,000 subscribers now. So my channel isn't going ballistic, but it's steady growth, and I like that. So I'm going to touch on what playlists I have going, what you could expect from my channel if you decide to come along and press that subscribe button. But also, as you've seen from the title, we have had some very unfortunate news just recently with my partner Christine being diagnosed with breast cancer. We're not going, she has her channel as well, Christine's Home Affairs. I'll put links underneath for all these channels. And we have started a new channel called Christine's Health Affairs to document her, our journey through this cancer scare. And even though it's just happened, we're both very focused people, we're both positive people, and we've just decided to dive into this and share our experiences, warts and all, with anyone that may be interested. And I know both her channel and my channel have a lot of loyal supporters that have been around for quite some time. And if you want to follow the journey, go to that channel, because we might do some basic updates on ours, but we don't want to sidetrack our main channels from what they do. So I'll get into a little bit more about what I do shortly. Christine's channel is regarding sewing, and we both are heavily leaning towards saving stuff from landfills. So she does work with a lot of rescue fabrics, and many of you will be aware of her channel. Some of you have come from her channel to my channel, and likewise some from mine have gone to Christine. So many of you will know the story anyway. But for new people coming along, thanks for joining in. Ultimately, my channel is a recycling channel where I do a lot of restorations and repairs on things. I save a lot of e-waste from going to the tip. I do house clean outs, shed clean outs. Kristen and I both run secondhand businesses in the same shop. So we're all about saving as much as we can from going to landfill. It's hard to stay focused on this video. I didn't make any notes. I just thought I'd wing it. So we'll see where it ends up. Like I said, I'll put some links down below about Kristen and my cancer journey, and Coco the dog, of course. So the three of us here, we're both just 60, and we're both very active. We do rock and roll dancing. We play table tennis at state level and go off to the nationals each year. Of course, this recent news is going to muck up a lot of that. It's also maybe going to impact on our video production on our main channels, and I'm sure you'll understand. But we should still get a lot happen. We should continue our regular series, and anyone that's not interested in following the cancer journey for whatever reason, maybe it's too close to a nerve for you, then by all means, you've joined our original channels. We'll keep those ticking on. So what do I do here? I have a playlist on saving e-waste from going to the transfer station to going to the waste stream. I have a playlist. I've just finished a massive playlist on the Great Farm Cleanup, which was my parents' farm. That was quite an emotional journey. It went for 76 episodes, and I know a lot of you enjoyed following that series. There will be a bonus video on that playlist shortly, because I'll probably be going back with my son in a truck to pick up some bigger equipment just to tidy up the last details of the farm, which is where I grew up, and my parents were there for 61 years. So that was a big series, and that involved processing everything basically myself, selling a lot through the shop, recycling as much as I can, a lot of scrap metal work. So that was a big series, and it's kind of a relief to have that over. It was challenging, and interestingly, now that that challenge is finished, we've got another challenge, which is more of a medical type. But you know, these things are sent to test us, and they do. Now, I also have a playlist on e-waste. Every week I go to the local charity shop and pick up a load of electrical stuff that they were going to basically send to the waste stream because they don't want to handle it. I am a jack of all trades when it comes to fixing things, and I like a challenge. I don't like to be beaten. I'm teaching myself all the time how to fix things and learn more about them. So a lot of the e-waste that comes to me, I can save, I resell. Very little actually goes to the tip, which is great. So I do a video on that every week. That may not continue each week, just depending on our time constraints with how the rest of this year pans out. I have a playlist on the emergency storage shed clean-out series, and that has now been a weekly episode for over 2 years. And that's part of my workshop here. We had to build an emergency storage shed to move a lot of stuff to when my old shop was sold. So I was in an older shop in Nagambie. By the way, we live in country Victoria, just about an hour north of Melbourne. I should have mentioned that. Touristy town, and I had a second-hand shop there for over 20 years. And I lived there for a long time, and I had a lot of stuff stashed in sheds and shipping containers and whatnot at the back. And there's a big playlist on the Great Backyard Cleanup that documents that whole episode. So if you want to see a cluttered backyard, go to the first episode of the Great Backyard Cleanup series. You'll be amazed. So a lot of that ended up here. A lot of it has come out of other people's sheds over the years. Some boxes I had never even opened, so it's a real mystery. A lot of it was better stuff that I thought I should keep, maybe to eBay one day, or just because I didn't have time to sort it and it was too good to dispose of quickly. So we're getting one box out of that shed every week, and we have done, I think we're up to episode 110, so we're over 2 years without missing a single week. That will be challenging to keep that up this year. Just depends how much we have to drive to Melbourne for treatment for Christine. It's a very much unknown thing, and that's why Christine wanted to do a separate channel on it, because it will not only provide us something to focus on as a bit of distraction therapy, but also to share our journey may well help others. It might be a way for someone else struggling to come to terms with a similar situation, at least learn about the process, and it's kind of nice to know that others have been through it too. We do have a lot of friends in the rock and roll dancing circles, and also table tennis. We have a lot of table tennis friends in their older age brackets, like now we're getting old, in our 60s, that have faced similar journeys and come through it very well. So it's kind of nice to know that it's comforting. And Christine wanted to document her travels, or our travels, because we're all going through it as well. And I'll be doing probably some videos on that channel as well. So I'll be certainly put the link underneath for that. I think I've probably talked enough. I didn't want this to be a long video. My last update video had a lot of footage of me repairing things and some of the stuff I do on the channel. But if you join, I'd like to think you find it entertaining. I'd like to think you find it very educational and helpful. And I know I've saved a lot of people from throwing things out by showing them how they can fix it. But have a look at the playlists, see what the channel's about. Check out Christine's channel too if you have any interest at all in sewing or reusing fabrics. I'm sure you'll find that very useful. We both have Facebook pages for our channels. So my Facebook page is called The Ultimate Recycler, and Christine's is called Christine's Home Affairs. So check out the Facebook pages. They're great, particularly if you want to share a photo of something. And because I collect antique bottles sometimes and do videos on those, quite often people want to join my Facebook page to share a picture of a bottle they found, and you're more than welcome to do that. And people also share questions on repairing their own stuff, and sometimes it's not something I can help with, but there may be someone else in the group that can. So the Facebook pages are quite handy. It's a great way of getting more in touch rather than YouTube, where I talk to you and you may leave a comment, but we have trouble keeping up with replying to comments because things just get very busy. I'll wind this video up now. I just feel like I've ran in circles. I hope you've got something out of it. Thanks for following along with my channel and for Christine's and the new one. And incidentally, we also have a channel on our rock and roll dance lessons, which we haven't done anything for quite a long time. I might as well put that link underneath as well. Who knows, we might get back to it at some stage. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.